All right, everyone, welcome to today's recap. I hope you all are doing well and staying blessed. If you guys are new here, my name is Jeremiah. I'm a day trader. I trade small cap stocks, momentum, and breakouts. I stream every single day, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I upload my recaps after every trading session, regardless of whether I'm red or green. If you guys have been following along recently, you guys know I've been doing a one trade a day challenge with 10 shares. And yesterday, or not yesterday, but my last trading session marked the last day of that challenge. So now I'm going to start scaling back up. Since the one trade a day challenge did go successfully, obviously there was some days that I didn't trade, unfortunately. So it only ended up being 10 or 9 days of actual trading, or 8, but I was net profitable over the 8 days. Whether that's enough will be shown in my trading now for these next couple of days. But I was planning on doing a scaling up series. So this is going to be day one of phase one, scaling up. And phase one, just 50 shares for a starter position. And then full size would be 100 shares. And then the next phase is going to be 100 shares starter and then 200 max. And then phase three, so on and so forth. We'll figure that out when it gets to it, but you guys get the idea. And without further ado, let's jump right into my first trade here. So my first trade was on TWG. This has a float of 250,000 shares, I believe. The news on it, let me check that really quick. Okay, so upon checking, it seems that the float on TWG has a float, or sorry, the float of TWG is 1.25 million shares. I'm not sure which one is correct. It says shares outstanding is 580,000 as well. This is a different source, so I'm not sure which one is correct, but nonetheless, it's a low float stock. The news was strategic acquisition, European expansion. So it's a growth catalyst. Whatever that means for them. Obviously, people liked it, and it was a well-received catalyst. It did sell off into the open, so anyways, enough of my yapping. We'll get in my trade right here. So it was actually at the end of this 1 minute candle. So as soon as this one, it dipped down to 810 here, and I was thinking, okay, we have 8 as support. So I jumped in there with a mental stop around 8 or just below it. And I saw green on the tape, and it was basing out, so that's why I took my entry. So I was immediately up there, and I added to that position as well. And so then I sold that for $36.5. So not a bad trade at all. So I think I sold at a reasonable price for that trade. It says it popped up to 29, but I only saw 25. But yeah, it really was just hovering around 904, 905. Could have made maybe an extra $10 on it, but nothing substantial really. Okay, so TWG popped back up. The original plan for today was to take one trade unless there was something so obvious that it felt only right to take another trade. And so I did end up getting back into TWG. It was the most obvious stock of the day. And it was curling back up here off the 9 EMA. And I was thinking, okay, possible entry again here. Let's see if it wants to hold this level. So I was watching it around here. 10-second, possible 10-second. So they're going to break back through 9 and hold. And I think once it breaks through 9 here, it goes. And there it is. There's a pop. Oh, never mind. So sorry, we had a quick rejection, but it's holding that previous level. Never mind. I completely mistimed it, but I think it makes a recovery here. This actually ends up being green, this candle right here. And then we get first candle to make a new high on the 1 minute. Or I don't even know this. I think this one just goes by itself. So it makes a full recovery there. I kind of jump in, FOMOing in, I'll be honest. But it was also the break through the high of day, and it's because I knew I could have taken a trade right here, and I was thinking about it, but I just didn't, and then I just ended up FOMOing in. But it was starting to pull away, so I guess I had the right timing. And I missed this candle, of course, making a dollar share move, $1.50. So we're holding above 10 there. That was a really quick scalp. Just because it was holding 10 there. Now it starts to pull away again. And then I think my next trade is first candle to make a new high on the 1 minute. Or I don't actually remember, to be honest with y'all. But I know I sold this one too early for sure. Because I had the right idea and I just sold it too soon. Okay, so I do remember this one. It dips down to the 9 EMA or something around that area. I'm watching it here. So we're around $10. So once we get back up above 10, 10 is my support, and that's so bottoming tail here. Seeing green on the tape, so I pressed it. So I'm immediately up, and I sold into strength. It pops up another 20 cents past my entry. And then even more, 30 cents more, 40 actually, sorry. So could have held that one a little bit longer, but it did reject immediately. But I do think it rebounds, but I can't remember. I don't know. Anyways, this would have been better to sell. It would have been better to sell into this strength, obviously, but I think I sold at a fine price. Obviously, green is good. $72. Not bad. First day back to quote unquote full size. Obviously, this is phase 1 of the scaling up challenge. But I think things to take note of today. Not FOMO in next time. I don't know if I did mark out daily resistance, I think. Let me just mentally recap really quick. All right, so I remember one thing I did good was anticipating the breakout. Actually, two things. Anticipating the breakout, I did well, and trading the right stock, or picking the most obvious stock and not trading the other mess. So trading the best, leaving the rest, did that well. And then anticipating the breakout, I did well. What we can work on is not FOMOing in, and having a more well-defined entry. And then also hold my winners a little bit longer, because I did sell into strength sometimes, and Granted, today is the first day back. I want to just get in, get green, and get out. So that did definitely played a role in it being the first day. Don't want to start off on the right note. So with that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.